Okay, girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today is going to be how do they feel. We're going to do 2 piles. And then we're going to develop quite a bit. And then we will have, obviously, the Hidden Truth Recall. You know how much I love this. This deck is absolutely amazing. So let's have a look. Let's go straight in. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, how do they feel? Well, 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, the Page of Swords. Well. They're not feeling $1 million. I would say they are feeling left in the cold. And even though they feel like that, they know that you are part of their life, that they have to eventually come to their senses and make the decision to approach you or to return to you. Okay? They have maybe at the moment to go through a bit of a how can I say, introspection, or looking back, trying to understand their path, trying to understand the journey on this planet. Is it going quite deep? I mean, also, if they had to find out anything, any lies, anything that wasn't completely correct, they will find out. And the truth has to be found out because they need to move forward, they need to move on from a situation maybe, and to stop watching you from the side of the eyes, pretending they're not watching. And they have to come to peace with that. Why are they watching you if they think that they don't care or they want to show that they don't care? Why don't they just come towards you, talk to you and not talk to other people about you and say what happened, what's happening or what could happen? So they have the knowing on top of that, that you meant to be together. So it's not even a joke. I mean, we know we're going to end up together. So why not do what needs to be done? Let's have more information, right? Yeah, they're not feeling on top of the world, that's for sure. They cannot sleep well at night. They feel they have the guilt. They feel they messed up something. They feel like the more they're discovering about themselves, because they are in that kind of thing, they do the self-discovery, which is necessary if you want to grow, okay? So they're not at peace with themselves. There's a lot of things that either they don't understand or they don't really know why they happen to them and what they can do about it. They don't get it, okay? There is a good reason. There is probably a karmic debt. So then when someone has a karmic debt, it's some ancestors who did something horrific, they don't pay for it, and therefore they have to pay the karmic debt. It's like paying back a loan to the bank, okay? It has to be done. So they might feel like I'm swimming like in the mud. You know, everything I'm doing and anything or everything I'm attempting is a defeat every single day. So that's why they're wondering, and I don't understand what to do. What else? I've tried everything. How come it's not working? Maybe as well, they do need to go back to their childhood and understand maybe a pattern. Maybe there they learn, maybe, I don't know, about money or lack of money or what a love relationship look like. They have to go back there and maybe look at the past with an objective eyes, not being attached emotionally, which is not always easy, okay? Of course. So yeah, there is an idea of you guys maybe being lovers for a while, and then it was much more than vavavoom. It was actually, you know, soulmates, or maybe a partnership could be interested, but somehow it didn't work out. Another question mark. They don't understand again. And there was the devil energy. So they may have been into codependency, whether it's to substances or to people. Codependent with someone very narcissist, maybe one of their parents or both of parents were narcissists. So they grew up with that kind of mindset. And that's what I'm saying. Once they're going to actually pay back the karmic debt, and maybe it's the karmic debt of their own parents, they will understand a lot of things. They would appreciate where they come from. That's the only way to understand where to go or how to feel today. If you don't understand what happened before, or if you don't have a clear view of what happened before, maybe you might not be able to comprehend how you react today and what to do for tomorrow, okay? So it's a whole concept that needs to be reassured. Yeah, because the thing is, we're transforming here. We know at the end of the day that you will end up together somehow. We have the knowing, remember? So it's just a transformation that needs to happen. So it can be caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. Maybe they've been stuck in a cocoon for God knows how many years. And that is because they have to pay back that karmic debt. And when it's done, they can go to free themselves and move forward. And move towards you, move forward in their life, the whole shebang. They're almost like they're being held back by the universe. But the timing is not correct. In the meantime, you are observing. You do not interfere. You do not try to say, oh, you should do this or you should do that, or I'm going to try to fix you. No, don't do that, because they will miss the point. They need to learn something. It is beyond you. You're not the fixer. No, no, no. They have to do their own thing. You probably have an idea of twin flame now. You have an 11-11. At the end of that long journey, they will be congratulated. They will perform. They will be marrying you, maybe, or be in a relationship with you that is really solid. But they will be congratulated because they made it. They did it. And that journey needs to happen. And they have to do it alone. You cannot fix them. And that's why they're pushing you away. That's why they sometimes, you feel like they love you, but at the same time they can't help themselves but being cutting and really hot and cold and rude as well. And like, why? Because they need to go alone. And you might not want to let them go, but you have to. Okay, it's like a boomerang. It's going to come back to you. Believe it. Yeah, because they have to really purge themselves, you see. That is something that needs to be done. Maybe it's from generation to generation. They need to purge something. They need to clear something. When that is done, then they will be free to move forward and the next generation will be free. So they have also the idea we end up together, have the knowing we end up together. That's true, but you maybe are confronted to anxiety because you can't believe they were going to come back. A lot of people and women, I have to say, they are really scared of they might not come back. Well, if you're meant to be, you will come back. You twin. What else do you want to? I mean, come on. It's like, yeah, you breathe in, you breathe out. That's just how it works, So don't freak out. And a lot of women freak out at the moment. Yes, there will be a proper start. There will be a proper start when actually both of you are ready. And you can see we can be free to reinvent ourselves. We have the fire, we have the passion, we have the love, we are excited about life, we're ready to go. And voila, right? So don't freak out. They have to go through that process alone, and then they will come back stronger than ever. Absolutely. So let's have a hidden truth circle to summarize. I wonder if you're happy without me. Of course, because you both know that you will end up together. But in the meantime, how do you feel? Do you know that we belong to each other? Do you still believe that? Of course you do. What happened there with the hair? Anyway, so pile number 2. What do we do? How do they feel? Here we go. That's what we do. For the last 10 minutes, Axelle. Right, okay, 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and Death. Okay, so it's going to be annoying for a while, but it's going to, because someone is procrastinating. They do not want to do what needs to be done. They don't want to confront themselves. Maybe they're very proud and they don't want to say they're sorry, or they don't understand what they've done wrong at the end of the day, right? They have a limitation of the mind, so maybe they just say, oh, well, it wasn't meant to happen anyway, so be it, I knew it was not going to last. You see, here we go. Limitation of their own mind by themselves, of course, right? But we have a rebirth. So something has to die. So maybe they were with someone else. Maybe they were stuck with some other person and they knew, oh, it's not, perfect, but I stick around. No, they cannot stick around anymore because universe say, no, you're wasting your time. And nobody is really in the right place. So let's just reshuffle everything, okay? Yeah, and they will move towards you telling you they love you. But they have to end maybe something with someone else in order to approach you, okay? So yeah, we do have that feeling and leave a bunch of people or someone behind, redefine themselves, clear themselves, and then moving towards you, choosing love. Here we go, we go with the same things. But at the moment they are maybe in a hermit phase, they're preparing themselves to move forward, but they need to regroup. They need to have a moment where they just think, okay, where do I stand? Absolutely important. And of course, rebalancing themselves, rebalancing yourself as well, because you, in the meantime, you learn to trust the universe. You learn to be maybe more independent, not being waiting next to the phone. You do you. And so you balance yourself. And then when you come back together, you will go slow. Because there's no rush. It's pure love. Don't need to rush it. Yeah, of course, they have to first feel strong enough, because at the moment they feel that they're not good enough. So that's why they're being procrastinating and staying with the wrong person because of their own limitation of the mind. It makes complete sense, isn't it? Of course. So you, in the meantime, you become the empress, or you stay within that position. You do not interfere. You do not go and find them. You leave them alone. You give them the time and space to find their feet, and they will be grateful for that, because you trust that they can do this by themselves. Of course they can. And then boom, they're traveling towards you. Because now, as a King of Pentacles, the last of the 4 kings before someone become an emperor. So if someone wants to be devoted to one person, so they have to finish a story in order to be devoted to you entirely. Or maybe they wanted to have, you know, finances in order or whatever, or to be promoted, whatever the deal is. But that's it. So they always put you on a pedestal, and you are the goal, more or less, you know. So they always maybe look at you, maybe online, maybe you're very visible, maybe you have a channel, maybe you just very present on social media. And then they travel with you and you have a wish granted. So, you know, there's no point fluffing around. We know where we're going here, okay? So how they feel that they have to, you know, to get to second gear, really, and no procrastinating, and recognize that you are the person, and so be it. It's quite straightforward here. I mean, there's not much to add. So let's grab still Hidden Treasure Record, because we love this one, don't we? I wish I could take back my words. Yeah, they may have been, you know, a bit abrupt, or they may have been kind of like, I'm not ready, so just leave me alone or something, because they were procrastinating, and maybe they got frustrated because you were like, hello, and they don't know what to say. Okay, there's one more. I'm starting to understand that connection, bingo. Of course, because they're going to have to let go of a relationship they used to, or a state of mind they used to. Maybe they were like, no, I'm never going to be in a relationship again. That's it. My heart is completely closed off, and that's it. And then now they kind of realize, well, maybe this kind of relationship could work for me, actually, because I quite like you. You know, so they're growing into it, and there's nothing you can do. They're going to have to find their own feet. Let them be, okay? And always come back to you. I keep saying that, but that is the only way, okay? On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.